Tell me about the JCAS school.
Yeah, JCOS school. Well, that's a cross-communal school, and I'll explain a cross-communal school within the Jewish community is a school that will take in non-halakhic Jewish children, because most of the schools we've got in the community will only take halakhic Jewish children, which means the mother and father are 100% Jewish. And I think, as a community which is shrinking, as a community where there is a considerable amount of assimilation, that it is important that we do have in our community a first-class school, a faith school, which will take on board non-halakhic children together with halakhic children. I mean, I don't make an issue of this. It's not me that makes the issue of whether you're halakhic, non-halakhic, half Jewish, quarter Jewish. You will go to a Jewish school. You should be able to go to a Jewish school. To be quite frank with you, if you're a Catholic and you want to go to a Jewish school, I don't have a problem with that. If you're Church of England, if you want to go. If you're Muslim, you want to go to a Jewish school, not a problem. Seems to be a problem with all the other religions, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. It's not a problem with me if you want to go to a Jewish school or you want your children to go. At any rate, we're building this major project, which is basically a £60 million project, which is the largest project in the community up in East Barnet. Barnet Council have been very generous and donated the land, which I suppose a piece of land must be worth north of £10 million. The government are putting in £40 million, and we've had to raise £10 million in the community, as well as ensuring that the school is brought in within the budget, on time, on the budget, because most schools that are government schools that are built, are 20% over budget, and the government pay the money, etc., etc. Well, the government aren't paying any extra money here. As far as this school is concerned, we've got a sum of money, and that's what it's got to be delivered for. I'm pleased to say it is being built on budget. It opens in September, first intake. 1,400 children will go there in September 2010. We've raised the money, and have I played a major part in it and been very instrumental in it? The answer is yes. But, just as I'm building a school, the foundation is building a school up on the border of the Lebanon border in Israel, which 75% of the children there are Israeli, 25% will be Arab children. Just as I built the Druze school. I mean, I built many schools. These are schools, the schools I built in Israel are in very poor areas, and helping very much so the underprivileged, and really giving them an education and teaching them a trade. I'm not into financing what I call higher education. I think we have to start by teaching people to read and write at the bottom end and teaching them a trade, because if you teach people a trade and they can earn a living, then they'll become much better people in society. And the same thing applies here in the United Kingdom. But of course the JCOS school is not a school for underprivileged, neither is it a school for overprivileged. It'll be a first-class facility, and I'm very excited about the project, and it's going very well. And although there were certain objections within the community, especially from the Orthodox, which is the extreme right wing, they can have their objections. I believe as a community we have to be cross-communal. There are certain things which are religious boundaries that if you want to send your child to an Orthodox, i.e. to an Orthodox ultra-religious school, well, that's up to you. I don't tell you where to send your children to, or your child to, but I think what is important is that we do have a school, a major school in the community in the right area, i.e. northwest London, that will take non-halakhic children, that will not feel discriminated, will feel comfortable, will get a first-class education and be part of the community.